Welcome back to Nintendo 64 Star, the only place where you can experience the 3D future of gaming on the best console of all time. For today, we're not talking about very bricked up Diddy Kong. No, today we're talking about soft, funky Kong energy. That's right, the Nintendo Wii, Nintendo's first console, and yeah, Nintendo has some questionable consoles over the years, but nothing comes close to the disaster of the Wii. So, from bad Mario Karts to trash Zeldas, here's why the Nintendo Wii is Nintendo's worst console. Why it will never touch the most bricked up system of them all, the Nintendo 64. Nintendo Wii sold over 100 million units. Sounds good, right? Wrong. This thing had so many bad games. Let's start with the first offender, Mario Kart Wii. People hype it up, but honestly, it was a letdown. The tracks were unmemorable, the graphics were questionable, and some of the maps were just trash. Yoshi Falls, awful, Moo Moo Meadows, a weak knockoff of Moo Moo Farms. The Wii's farm vibes felt boring, especially compared to N64's sick mole obstacles. The Wii had pick-me energy, while the N64 was just chilling with bricked up Diddy energy. Next up, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Easily one of the worst Zeldas of all time. People hated the over-reliance of motion controls. It sucks. And compared to the wide open feel of Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and even Link to the Past, Skyward Sword felt tiny. You're stuck floating between sky islands with way less to explore. Bland, forgettable, and mid. And speaking of motion controls, let's talk about Wii's biggest flaw, the controller. At first, swinging out a remote sounds cool, but in practice, it sucked. Hard to control, awkward, and sometimes physically painful to play. When Nintendo had the audacity to charge extra money for the better version of the controller, don't even get me started on the Wii Classic controller. That thing sucked too. The Nintendo 64 introduced the analog controller. And what did it do? It was great. And what did the Wii do? Fucking garbage. Truly one of the worst controller designs ever. Now, let's talk about games on other platforms. Xbox 360 and PS3 were dropping God of War, Halo, Half-Life 2, Portal, Call of Duty. The Wii, well, it had Call of Duty, but a worse version. It didn't have Modern Warfare 2, aka the best Call of Duty. Third-party support was terrible because the Wii was severely underpowered compared to the other things. Like the PS3 and the Xbox 360, they were just flexing their graphics with bricked up Diddy energy, while the Wii was just sitting around with soft, funky energy. But here's why the Nintendo 64 literally is way better than the Nintendo Wii. Yeah, the Nintendo 64 had straight up bangers. Ocarina of Time, one of the best Zelda games of all time. No, it's not one of, it's the best Zelda game of all time. Very bricked up Diddy. Mario 64, GoldenEye, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario Kart 64. Yes, Mario Kart 64 had balanced gameplay, iconic tracks, and pure fun without relying on some dumb motion controls. What the hell? Then Nintendo 64 was a powerhouse compared to the PS1 and the Sega Saturn. The Wii compared to the 360 and the PS3, weak, embarrassing. And yeah, the Wii sold well, but it let so many people questioning their life choices. In fact, that's why the Wii U flopped. It's not because people thought it was a $300 controller. It's because they didn't want another Wii situation because the Wii sucked. Let's be real. But they were wrong about the Wii U. The Wii U had a hard Donkey Kong energy. It was peak gaming and never got the love it deserved. It wasn't just some lame Wii. It was a Wii by 100 times better. So, in conclusion, the Wii was mid. The Nintendo 64 was bricked up like Diddy. And the Wii U was secretly a god. Thanks for watching Nintendo 64 Stop, and I'll see you in the next one. Very bricked up Diddy.